Tonight, photos from inside Nashville DA Glenn Funk's office, renewing questions about whether government resources were used to help get the boss reelected. Good evening, I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. This comes as state and local auditors are gearing up to investigate other questions about the use of taxpayer dollars uncovered by News Channel 5 Investigates.
Our chief investigative reporter Phil Williams is here with the new evidence.
We sent the photos you're about to see to General Funk and his team, hoping for an explanation. They are not disputing the photos, nor are they offering an explanation for these images from the office of one of Funk's top assistants.
This is not a mirage. We're doing real work here.
Sunny Eaton's job at the DA's office is to review old convictions, looking for murders and other big cases where defendants may have been wrongfully accused. So we wanted to know about this photo of Eaton's desk, taken by an office insider during last spring's DA election. The stack of papers in the middle of her desk reveal a yellow note showing those were domestic violence dockets with SBM.
Sarah Beth Myers will bring justice to our communities.
Sarah Beth Myers was trying to unseat Eaton's boss, Glenn Funk, in the Democratic primary.
I'd ask whether he was aware that this was going on, what its purpose might be, and what they were seeking to uncover and what they may have found.
Dave Rosenberg is a veteran campaign strategist who supported Myers during her run for DA. This is a close-up shot of those papers. The photos we obtained show lists of domestic violence cases handled by Myers when she worked at the office in 2013, with her handwritten notes on how she disposed of those cases.
What is your plan?
It came during a campaign when domestic violence was the primary focus of one virtual forum, a forum where Funk brought in members of his team to help answer the questions, drawing an accusation from Myers that Funk had violated the state's Little Hatch Act by using office resources for his campaign. Does this raise potential concerns?
If it were something that were done for political reason, that certainly would be in violation of the Little Hatch Act. I don't know that that's the case, though. You know, I just want to know why they were doing this.
In hindsight, was your office sloppy in mixing campaign work with taxpayer funding?
We've never done that.
This follows our News Channel 5 investigation that showed DA office employees working the polls for the boss, in some cases taking vacation time only after we started asking questions. And the office was working on what they called a record of achievement. Sources also provided these internal office documents where people on the DA staff calculated their conviction rates, including pending cases in light blue, dismissed cases in yellow. Then they calculated conviction rates without including those cases. Those were the numbers used in the campaign.
It's not the most honest way of going about it. I mean, if you take out the difficult cases that you weren't going to win and only include the ones that you should have won and talk about your conviction rates, that's not nearly as impressive. It's a campaign tactic.
The final product, emailed using government computers to a member of Funk's campaign team, detailed a list of the office's accomplishments, something Rosenberg admits any government office is likely to do.
And they want to be able to talk about where they're having successes, where they like what they're doing, where they might see room for improvement. But when you get to the end and there's the campaign logo at the top with the campaign document, then it changes the color of the whole thing and makes the whole thing feel like it's campaign related.
And let's check the QR code.
Campaign website.
Yeah, it opens up to voteglennfunk.com.
Yeah. That means that this is campaign work.
That despite a longstanding DA office policy that states employees may not take part in organized political activity during working hours, and office supplies and equipment cannot be used for political activity. So the fact that they are doing this using government resources, what is your reaction to that?
If somebody suggested that I do that in office, I would decline to do it using public resources.
So does the DA have an innocent explanation for what you see here? Well, perhaps, but if so, he's not sharing that with us. We're also told by insiders that they felt pressured to work the polls for the boss, that the requests sometimes came from the DA himself, that they even kept campaign sign-up sheets right there in the government office. General Funk isn't responding to those questions either. Phil Williams, News Channel 5 Investigates.
All right, Phil, thank you. And if you would like to see Phil's other investigation about the Nashville DA's office, just go to newschannel5.com and click on NC5 Investigates.